How are you doing?
Hey, hello, Mike Phil. Hello, everyone, guys. How are you? Welcome to the tournament of Misukun of Darkest Dungeon. What happened, Mike Phil? How are you, guys?
I'm doing great for myself. I hope we get some excellent games today, seriously. I guess all come down to this moment right now, and I'm really curious which of those two guys takes it. We also really don't know what compositions they're going to run, right? Because it's kind of predictable to run the same thing over and over again. So I suppose they might just make some last-minute changes here and there. So yeah, I'm just kind of curious, like, at what place we land, right? Whether those games are going to be even, or whether one of those compositions is going to just, take over, at least to some extent.
Oh, I see. So, very interesting that. For the moment, today, we have two special guests. Mike Phil, of course, and Clocked Goliath. But Clocked Goliath needs 2 or 3 minutes more, okay?
You're loud as hell, my man.
Oh, he's here. Nice.
Your mic's hurting me, dude.
Yeah, like, you're not alone on this boat, man. Let's just get this fixed so we can get going with the tournament, I guess.
Wait, do I sound loud, Misukun?
Hello, how are you? I'm very good. And you, buddy? Are you okay?
Alright.
Perfect. Yeah, you sound okay right now. I just kind of dialed your voice down a bit and it's gonna be okay. And my stream tells me like whether the volume is alright or not. Guys, is Goliath loud enough or is he too quiet right now?
Yeah, the sound is very good, I think. I hear you very well, and to Clocked Goliath too, and I think we are ready for the awesome final. So what do you think about that final, Clocked and Mike?
So personally, I'm very hyped because those guys are really strong players, and I feel like they both are running those. They have quite a wide variety of composition they can run, and they perform on most of them very well. They both make quite few mistakes, honestly. I feel like Halo maybe making a bit more than Sis. So maybe he misses out on an opportunity or two more than Sis does, and just kind of underestimate certain things, right? So, however, we have actually seen Sis make some serious mistakes yesterday as well. So maybe this game is indeed going to basically depend on which of those two guys makes more of those. How do you feel, Goliath?
Yeah, I agree. I think both of them are very capable fighters. They've made it very far into the tournament. I've seen both of them play. Honestly, it could be anyone's game. Like, we've seen a whole lot of upsets this tournament, so I'm excited to see who's going to end up on top. I think it's a pretty even match, though. They're both very good in what they do.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought this was gonna be you on the top. I'm super surprised you dropped in the. I also dropped out in the very first match. I could have dropped out at. So
Look, all I'm saying is, all I had to do was play Leprechaun. I would have taken the tournament, but had to limit myself, of course.
Like, basically, I came back from holidays and saw you were out already. And I was like, oh god, okay, this happened. Fuck. Right, I was like, I feel like you were definitely one of the favorites. It's kind of unfortunate you dropped out so soon. I mean, I got eliminated by Mangle in a very violent fashion as well, so we had that happen to both of us, I guess.
It happens, yeah. It's no biggie. The next tournament will be different.
Yeah, indeed. Perfect.
Very good, guys. So, what do you think about if we go to speak a little bit with ProfessorHeylo and Sis?
Sure, let's go.
Yeah, let's go to the first match, guys. Woo! Hello, guys. How are you?
Hey.
Hello, guys. Welcome all. This is the first match of the awesome tournament, Misukun of Darkest Dungeon. How are you, ProfessorHeylo and Sis?
Doing good, man. It's I'm disappointed that this thing is finally coming to an end. I was starting to get into the rhythm of it, and now, I'm just I'm waiting for the next one, win or lose.
And you, Sis, how are you, buddy? Oh, Sis is mute, maybe?
Hold on, hello. Sorry, I won't be able to go on push to talk when I'm in the game, but You've got no charisma out of me today, sorry. I'm stoned, I'm cold. I'm just trying to think.
I just want to
Stupid mistakes yesterday, I played awfully. Just want to try and, at least put on a good show tonight.
Nice.
Well, you still won, though. I'd like to say, it's nice to see the two of you up here in the finals. It's a pleasure to see you, Halo. It's a pleasure to see you, Sis. I'm excited to see the winner. All in all, a friend wins, so I'm happy with whatever outcome.
A friend loses as well, brother.
He also took out Mango out of every other opponent. I feel like taking out Mango in kind of a convincing fashion was quite a big achievement, I guess. So despite making those mistakes, you still managed to kind of persevere and push through. That's quite an achievement at its own right, I feel. So let's get started with this series as well. I'm very curious to see what you guys have prepared for us.
Thanks for you.
It's like an examination on this team right now. What have you guys
Halo,
prepared
are
for
you
us?
okay to stream? Halo, are you okay to stream for me?
Yeah, of course.
Cheers,
Alright.
pal.
So remember, guys, this is the great final, right? So in the final, we go play to the best of 5 plays, okay? So the winner of 3 matches is the winner of the tournament, right, guys?
Okay. Wow. Okay, let's do
And
it.
remember, it's the same rules. You can change your trinkets, your abilities, the position of your heroes, but your heroes are the same, right? So let's go to start. Right, we can see now. So if you are ready, guys, we can start. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this
Excellent.
moment.
I am too.
Oh,
The clash of 2 titans in the Butcher's Circus. How intriguing.
yeah, the big final. And remember, guys, the prize of this tournament for the winner is $100 in Amazon gift cards, and the second qualifier is $15 in the Amazon gift cards, right, guys? So, are you ready for the start?
I love that
Ready.
gesture.
Nice. So it's time to see the blood in the Butcher Circus. Woo! Come on!
Let's go!
Yeah.
Show me bloodshed. Show me carnage.
We are going into the game, perfect. And let's just look at the compositions first, because this is basically what it kind of boils down to. Like whether those comps are going to be evenly matched or not. And they are going to be evenly matched. I saw this comp fight, like these two comps fight one another quite a few times.
Yeah.
And I feel like this basically depends on how well you execute your turns, how well you basically anticipate what your opponent has got in store for you, and how well you plan ahead really. So let's just see how exactly this pans out. We can see, for instance, Bellrook of Light being taken by Halo, so he decides against taking Deathless Accusation. He also goes fast on this turn. And let's just see what CiderLad does here, because there's quite a few possible openings. He can just go for a stun, as a response. He can just transform the Able and try to kind of manipulate the position of Halo's composition as well. Like, for instance, pushing the Crusader out, getting the Jester right in range. He can guard the Houndmaster, right, as another possibility. Can use the command to bolster his accuracy across the board as well. He goes for this. This is a very smart move, by the way. What do you think, Goliath? Why does he do this?
It's clear he's got to get the advantage out. What I was more focusing on Halo's Crusader trying to put up bulwark. That 20% protection is really going to come in handy, especially against a team like this. But thoughts may be a good factor on Sis's side. We have to see.
Yeah, we have a very, very solid core right now for Sis, so it's going to be very hard for ProfessorHeylo's Jester to use Harvest, because both MAA and Crusader, especially the Crusader, have very high bleed resistances. But what Sis actually did there, like, he actually saw that, that the age of Halo has finished him. So what he decided to do is basically just to activate the Crusader to avoid that extra damage that could have otherwise come forward, right? So we have a Garda coming through as well, so that's quite a big deal, I guess. I really want to see the trinkets on this Arbalest, by the way, because it really depends on whether this Arbalest does actually bring to the table the tiller or not, which allows you to penetrate the protection of that Houndmaster here.
Yes. For the moment, it's interesting to we stay using the same strategic on the semifinals, right? It's more or less the same configuration, the same abilities, and the same
Play
heroes.
with what you know. Play with what works.
Yeah.
Oh, dodge. That's unfortunate.
Ooh.
It's such an unfortunate dodge.
That dodge is very bad for WistfulCiderLad. That. Oh, very good for Professor. So.
This Arbalest doesn't do that much damage, right? You have to admit it. Like this is just 14 damage. This Houndmaster is just going to be extremely healthy for quite a while right now. I wonder if that Guard was actually a good idea there, though, because this seems like you can just channel a lot of damage onto the Houndmaster without even hitting him, right? So this might have been like a small mistake on.
Oh, that dodge in the dark.
Yeah, this kind of is predictable though, because the Houndmaster has the bonus to dodge once he starts using the guard dog, right? So we have those kind of dodges balancing themselves out. This is very good for the state of the game, because this means, you know, this game isn't going anywhere right now. It's like it's not going to swing in anyone's favor just because of some bad RNG. So I feel like this is just all fair. And yeah, let's just kind of see where this takes us. By the way, Halo actually buffed accuracy with the Jester. This might have been quite a lucky dodge, by the way, by Sis. I just realized that.
Understand? Yes. Oh, it's a very good idea to use the transform the abomination and stand the Crusader.
Yeah. There's a lot of bleed stacks actually across the board for CiderLad right now. Both the Crusader and the Houndmaster are quite hurt. And honestly, CiderLad or Sis is playing the stress compulsion first and foremost, right? So he really hasn't delivered any stress yet. It's a bit, scary right now for him, because he really needs to start delivering those, you know, large amounts of stress, or he's just going to fall behind very, very quickly.
Yeah,
he is delivering a very large damage reduction, though. He will have to waste Arbalest's turn right now to be able to clear. Downside is that Abomination will be ready to stun by the time he does it next turn.
Wow!
Yeah, that's high damage though. Despite all the debuffs, this is still 24 crit, so it's quite a bunch of damage. By the way, how do you feel about Halo's composition in Goliath? Because this is very similar, remarkably similar to what you're running. You just switch out the leper for the BH. That's basically the only change we see here. So how do you feel about this comp?
It looks like I've yet to run into a comp like this. It looks pretty good though. Having an extra finisher really helps. Sometimes Jester just isn't enough, and you need a little more power. There's definitely a lot more movability with Bounty Hunter. Being able to pull and mark people at the same time gives them some more avenues of attack for their Arbalest. But in this case, I'd play Arbalest a little more passively, a little more defensively. All in all, though, I think it's a good switch. He still does some very good damage.
It's like if you have, especially if you go against more squishy targets, but CiderLad brought to the table like a lot of HP, right? So wearing him down is going to take several turns, and he's slowly stressing Halo down. Although we had to admit this Jester has been extraordinarily lucky this game. Like he does so many attacks right now, and this Abel is going to be not going to be allowed to even transform right now. And he really, like, what CiderLad is banking on is the second transformation of the Aven, because this is the total of 128 stress going across the board for Halo. So that's the like in total if you count all the horror, right? So that's quite a big deal. Preventing this from happening, just killing this Aven first before it gets to act, is actually very, very important for Halo, because this stress is going to basically decide the game. I feel, or might decide the game. At the very same time, though, this Houndmaster, you know, remains maybe not untouched, but quite safe in the very back of the road. This might change right now with this Arbalest turn. It does change indeed. And it's actually very scary for CiderLad, because he's bleeding in multiple avenues at the very same time, right? We have this Abomination being stunned in the front. We have the guard being already used, and this Houndmaster being in a lot of trouble, so he's not able to deliver any stress right now, and this is really going to hurt CiderLad in the long run, because he has not been able to actually do that much stress. Like, by the end of 10-3, you usually expect to see at least one affliction, maybe two, if you're playing stress, if you're like kind of, you know, delivering what you expect to deliver. So I feel like this might be a bit of trouble for Sis right now, because he seems to be behind in my eyes.
I disagree. I think that Sis is trying to play this a lot more passive, because he knows Bello is going to establish that debuff, establish that high stress. All he has to do is wait out Bello and he forces the team to react. Halo has to react to the Bello. That's all he has to do is keep his team alive until the afflictions roll in. I think he's sacrificing time here just to ensure his team gets out alive with a few more people.
Yeah, the question is like whether this is too slow or not, right? Basically, that boils down to whether like CiderLad has this control on this game over this game or not. Like whether going this slow isn't too slow. I feel like this might be too slow. I just get a bit afraid right now because we, basically have like 50 stress on the Crusader, 50 on the Arbalest, 20 on the Just 10, another 50 on the BH, and that's it. This is 10-4, guys. I feel this is like going extremely slowly for CiderLad. And the question is right now, I feel like he can just he can wait with this Houndmaster, just wait for the appropriate moment to strike. So once his Houndmaster drops to 0 HP, he then activates him and heals, and also uses the attack. Okay, we have that's so scary right now for CiderLad, because he really needs to activate the A-bomb right now. Maybe push the Jester out. I feel he just has to push the Jester out right now from the get-go. Just transform, push, and hope. Like we have to hope this freaking Jester doesn't dodge for the next time. And this core is actually very big. Like if he gets this he gets this push. This means that this Jester is on very low HP. He is indeed at the very final row, and at the very same time, Sis actually got out this second rotation of Harrow, which is extremely important. At the very same time, though, CiderLad's composition is bleeding. Like we have this, metaphorically bleeding, right? We have very low HP bars on both the A-bomb and the Houndmaster. Oh god, this regen is not enough as well. I think he wanted this to be enough. Oh, this is that Houndmaster. This Houndmaster hasn't done that much, by the way, this game. He basically licks wounds once.
Just only the dodge saved that Houndmaster? No!
Yeah, no, this is just never... That's never going to be a dodge.
That's the first kill on round 4. Bounty Hunter sees that one. Well, now, he still is up 1 hero. Bello is still on play. He can still take this back, especially with, people going to be afflicted at the start of turn 5.
Yeah,
it's a whole lot for Halo to consider.
Yeah. Also, this Crusader has been actually kept out of position 1 and 2 for the duration of the fight. I don't think he actually has been able to use the Stealth Accusation even once over the course of this entire fight. So this is kind of painful. Also, this A-bomb is going to slowly die. I feel like this MAA is not going to be able to hold the guard for much longer. So this might indeed mean that this is probably lights out for CiderLad in the first game. Doesn't look too good for him anyway.
Oh, and the critic in the healing. Oh my gosh, very good play with the ProfessorHeyLo in this moment. It's a very good situation for him.
Yeah, Halo is definitely holding a very strong advantage right now. It's like without a shadow of a doubt. Like you have this pressure from the Jester, who has been mostly unscathed. Like he took some damage obviously, but this is a stress comp, so he hasn't taken that much stress. You have 0 affliction, stand 5 guys. This is ridiculously bad for Sis. This is very, very late into the fight. Still 0 afflicted targets, so it's not really going as planned, I feel, for Sis. Like he really doesn't. He must be feeling the pressure right now.
Maybe the best choice for this moment in WistfulCiderLad, they have a 2-person to make a stun. And oh my gosh! An entering Virtuous!
It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god!
Oh, you hate to see it, though. You really hate to see it. Come on. It's like the opposite of over for Halo. I think he's just got it. Like this basically confirms the kill, but in fact for him, like this just feels like this is just all over for him. I'm really not sure how he digs himself out of this whole series. I'm just really not sure. But it's a kind of interesting trinket choice by the BH of Halo. We can see both the Executioners and the Finisher right on this BH. And this basically means that he has a lot of death blow chance there. So this might mean it's like the Couchos will be way more lethal for this BH than for most of the other characters in the game.
Alright, the first afflicted in the ProfessorHeyLo configuration.
Yeah, well, it's just so late. It's just so late. Also, to kind of think of the Houndmaster's first stand, he actually used the guard dog on the MAA. Maybe he could have actually used the Hound Series at the very start. This would have probably put a lot of pressure on Halo's side. maybe this would have been enough to basically, break those characters a single 10 sooner. Because right now, like, CiderLad is just, almost dead on 2 characters. This MA obviously can do some things, but you have double healing on the side of Halo, and you have a virtuous hero as well, so this just looks very, very grim for Sis right now.
Alright.
There's the first accusation, guys.
They trying, Wistful try to win this match, but it's very difficult for him. Maybe the first match, maybe, but only maybe, is from ProfessorHeyLo. I don't know. It's not enough afflicted people in the configuration of the ProfessorHeyLo, and the configuration of Wistful, the heroes of Wistful, have 2 person in the dead doors. Okay, the second afflicted.
Not looking very good. It looks like it's going to be Halo's game, though. He's got 2 people on Death Story. He still has Bounty Hunter, still has Jester up. All he has to do is get 1 hit with Arbalist on Crusader, and he can just get a double kill on this round. Might just be game set match.
Oh, it's moved.
Oh, certainly is. Yeah, there's just a dead I-bomb, and I think this is not over, right, because this Jester has a finisher as well.
Ooh.
It's not looking too hot for Sis right now. Admittedly, it's just not looking too hot. He lowers the level of resistance right now with this, and this probably should be a kill confirmed for the Jester too.
And now it's time of the Jester. Maybe the killing blow. It's coming. Third killing. Yeah! Very, very bad for Wistful.
That just was going to happen from the get-go. I'm pretty... Yeah, there's just another way out of this.
It's just like the comic, 1 man-at-arms against the world. Can he do what he did in those comics? Let's see, ladies and gentlemen.
I think the short answer is nope. But we'll see, like, we have double healing. We have to remember about this, like, if you play against stress, if you have some healing available, it's just really annoying for the stress team to be dealing with double heals, especially this Crusader can heal 2 characters at the same time, like, he can heal himself and an ally. And he is also virtuous, so this just brings a lot to the table. Like, he is healing that stress so hard. I feel like this might be just unwinnable at this point.
Yeah.
I agree with Mike. It looks like it just might be game stat match.
This is just being one of the best of 5, so we'll probably see some turnarounds here. Like
oh yes.
Like, I feel like there are quite too many dodges on this Jester, which would have probably been a lot of pressure for Halo, right? He would have to be healing instead of damaging the character's CiderLad, so this probably was something that perhaps decided the game a little bit. But overall, like, this was, yeah, like, I feel like he also CiderLad didn't play this too aggressively, where he obviously could have. I feel like he could have just played this a bit more forward, because he plays stress against an aggressive copy where he had to be just dishing out a lot of stress. Like, having afflictions hit, kick in at around 10, 5 or 6.
Wow!
Houndmaster lost me the game.
Oh my god!
With Houndmaster lost it for me.
Yeah. The Houndmaster is a very good.
Yeah. That was a heavy hit, by the way. Holy fuck. That's why you take pit fighters on the MAA. That's why, because otherwise you just dice a single shot. I'm really curious as to what adjustments those guys make, because they can both make some optimizations in their composition. I saw at least a few avenues for those optimizations to come through. So I'm just kind of looking forward to those adjustments right now, coming in like to some switches as far as the skills go, to some alterations in terms of the trinkets, and maybe the positional changes as well. So I'm very, very curious as to what those.
You definitely yourself, by the way, Halo. You definitely yourself, right?
So.
Alright. So this is the first match.
Go back to baseline screen, guys, and let's see where this goes. Sorry, Mr. Good. Go ahead, man.
No problem. Just, I'm only just want to say the first match is go to ProfessorHeyLo, but we have a lot of matches to see for the moment. Alright, this is not decided. In this moment, WistfulCiderLad, he can put a new strategic versus the ProfessorHeyLo, and maybe with the change of the trinkets, go make more difficult to the victory to the ProfessorHeyLo, right? So
I agree. Yeah, it's. I'm excited to see what Sis might do to counter Halo's advances. He's been applying pressure consistently the entire last game. Let's see how Sis will respond to that. I'm most certain that he'll come up with some ingenious strategy to put Halo in his place.
yes, the Houndmaster is a very great weapon in the configuration of the WistfulCiderLad, but take care, Wistful. You know, to the ProfessorHeyLo don't like the dogs. So
yeah, that's true. So, like, I mean, there are quite a few ways for Sis to kind of protect the Sunmaster, right? Because he's definitely going to be the priority target nonetheless. Like, unless there are like certain moves that Sis makes, I feel like he has a couple of avenues there as well. Like, as far as positioning the Sunmaster goes, for instance, as far as, you know, perhaps pre-guarding, like on the very first step, like, there are quite a few ways you can save the HM. But obviously it takes a bit of mental effort and a bit of planning, right? So we just have to see whether this is what CiderLad does for us here or not. So all basically boils down to those decisions he makes right now, whether he's able to kind of punch back or whether he ends up like 2-0 deficit, from which it's kind of unlikely he comes back from. Because really, honestly, if you are 0-2 in a game with so much RNG as DD, it just probably is just going to take an enormous amount of luck on top of skill to actually claw your back way into the series, right? So I feel like Sis has to win this game right now, or, you know, it's all basically done and dusted for him. Because you never want to be 0-2 in a best of 5. It's just the worst possible position for you to be in. Because reverse swipes are possible, reverse sweeps are possible in, you know, like those more either dexterity-oriented games like League of Legends or StarCraft, but here I feel like this is just planning and strategy and RNG. We're going into game 2, guys, so let's just go into it right now and survive to see what changes those guys have made.
alright, let's go to see the second match. So guys, remember, this is the channel of the players of today and the special guest from today. Remember, go and his channel and like a very good like, right? Or follow or subscribe.
Okay,
All right.
so I'd like to actually see the trinkets right now because I have no idea what those guys are running. We have the transformation coming through from CiderLad's Abomination right now. He's probably gonna get rid of the Crusader, yeah. So this means that the Satyr has to lance. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. So this is resisted, and that's like kind of. I don't think that's that big, honestly, but it feels like slightly like a wasted turn, honestly, right now. Okay, we have a stun coming through on the Avon. That's not that bad for CiderLad right now as well. So, yeah, this.
However, it will come back to haunt him in the next turn. He'll have half of his team stunned if he continues to use Stunning Blow. So I agree 100% with what Halo's doing here.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I feel like he has no other choice, right? Just has to stun one of the stunners to just prevent some of the damage from coming through. And also the stress, right? Because this Able is just going to be delayed by a single 10. Moreover, it's very important right now, this BH has finished him available right now. He's just going to capitalize on slow, on activated Abomination. Just, oh no, he doesn't do this. Well, this is surprising as hell. By the way, this is very unfortunate. You have to notice this. Halo's BH doesn't actually have Mark. So if this BH, if this Houndmaster gets moved right now, it just gets moved. There is no way in hell this Arbalest can target the Mark. So basically this HM is safe in the very front, and he would have been safe. Then he would have been like somewhere else. I'm kind of wondering what Sis does here, like whether he goes for stun control or whether he just goes for pure stress. He decides to go for stress. I feel like I have to agree with this.
Ooh.
Like he was severely behind the previous game, so he just tries to, you know, capitalize on this right now. He's just trying to do some stress damage right from the get-go. It's also very good. That's good, that's good. Like, as long as you're not 0 HP against this stuff, you're pretty much Gucci. Right? Especially if you go fast. You can afford right now to do the Hound's Harry probably, and then the next turn you just heal. And this is pretty much okay for CiderLad, I feel. This is pretty much okay. You can obviously just heal now and try to go for Hound's Harry next turn, but this basically means that he hasn't used the Houndmaster to his true purpose, which is doing shitloads of stress damage. And he really needs to be doing a lot of stress here.
Yeah. I think it's a very good change of strategic. Full stress. Very interesting.
We have the harvest coming through though, and this is very bad because like this basically outpaces the regeneration the Helmmaster would have otherwise had. So this is very big because this means like whatever the Helmmaster of CiderLad does right now, he is under a ton of pressure.
And again, the Helmmaster have a bad situation.
Yeah, so he probably heals this because he's just trying to buy time right now. At this point, he probably tries to just buy some time for this Helmmaster, and this is very, very big. But you have to notice, for instance, that Halo's, this is what my chat has told me, this is what I kind of was about to say as well, this Arbalest is using Snuff for no reason. Like, what would actually harm her here? Why would you need the Snuff on the Arbalest in this particular composition? You could run the Tiller to penetrate the guard. You could run the breastplate to get some bonus healing, which is probably going to be quite important here because, let's face it, like Sis's composition does both damage and stress quite diligently as well, so that's quite important for him to basically just mitigate some of the damage as well with the healing. So I actually had to disagree with the choice of trinkets here for Halo. He could have definitely adjusted a bit more than he did.
Double stun in the Wistful team.
Yeah, and honestly, by the way, I feel like I have to kind of give some credit to Goliath here. Like, he convinced me that the breastplate is worth taking. Like, the Arbalest plate armor is just so big, and it gives you so much, actually, in terms of, like, just basic survivability in those fights. So, I feel like people just underestimated a ton, and it's just such a big item. It just gives you so much wiggle room. So if it comes down to, like, this, very, very quick, short trade, this might be trouble for Halo, right? Because like this healing is just something that you cannot underestimate.
Whoa.
Yeah, the breastplate is it's such a good defensive trinket, offering protection, increased healing, stress heal. It's pretty much all the things that you need to look out for in a supportive character like Arbalest.
Yeah. You have to wonder, like, why didn't he just go, since he's running a high damage composition, why didn't he just go for finishing the Crusader instead of moving? I mean, he decided to move instead of trying to finish off the Satyr here. Like, it's kind of a strange one. I feel like he was just trying to set up, like CiderLad has to notice this right now. I feel like Halo set up for the caltrops right now. He set for the caltrops on the BH, and I think Sis doesn't see this. So this might be just a dead Helmmaster right now. This is such a high kill chance right now for this BH. It's gonna be 60% deathblow chance. There are no bellow stacks on the board for Halo, so he's just going to go for the caltrops right now. Although you have to consider this is very high defense.
Wow! Resist! Resist the doors!
Yeah, we have a lot of protection from guard, right? So this is something you have to consider. But this was a deathblow tested. This was not zero damage. This was a deathblow tested. So this Helmmaster could have very well just gone down there. This was a very, very possible kill right now. So I feel like Sisgood's kind of lucky here. Obviously, it's
really
it's a 50-50. It's crazy. I feel like this game is just gonna be nuts compared to the previous one. This is way more strategic. Both guys know what's happening, and they have like a way better plan to execute right now. So I'm very curious how this evolves. I would really like, considering we have this kind of strong guard mechanic on CiderLad's side. I would really love to see the Tiller as well on this Arbalest. I don't know why he decided not to take the Tiller right now. It's kind of a strange, very odd choice right now because this Arbalest just doesn't do anything right now. And he could have capitalized on this, guarded Helmmaster while he was still marked right now. This is obviously not going to matter at all, but I feel like taking the Tiller on the Arbalest is just such a big advantage for you. Maybe just, dropping this Snuff, taking some more damage, which would have definitely given him like a very, very decent advantage here. This Helmmaster here, I think he's kind of safe with this actually because he goes for heal. Because there is no more card drops, right? There's very little that can target the Helmmaster at this point. Like, the bleed obviously will be working down slowly, but this is basically all there is. Like, there's no way of directly accessing this HM at this point. So it's kind of a good situation from CiderLad. I think he should be kind of trying to put the pressure right now on Halo, rather than just playing this passively, right? So this Earthstab obviously could have threatened him, but he goes first right now. He could have easily just gone for this Sounds Harry and then healed the HM this turn. I know it does, man.
Time to stun in. Yes! Enter! Oh, really sorry, guys. This is very exciting for me. I'm speak a little bit loud. Really sorry. Sorry, Mike. Continue.
So Okay, this is looking kind of bad though, because this Crusader is out of any options to sustain himself, right? However, we obviously have the access to guard for CiderLad. The question is like whether he sacrifices this Crusader, which is obviously quite a big loss for him, right? Because Crusader is like the core for this comp. He provides stuns, control, a lot of stress, a lot of damage as well. So losing this Crusader so soon would probably be quite detrimental. However, if you unguard this Handmaster, is going to be probably an opening, like an invitation for the Jester to come forward with the finale as well. So
change the defense. Very good play.
Because no, you can always just cleanse the stun if you Halo, and then you can just finale someone. I have 2 targets right now potentially. Okay, one, obviously one, because this Handmaster is the only one that's out there.
He's probably trying to wait out for Abomination to do his, since Abomination can have access to that stun right after.
Yeah, that's true. But it's gonna take a while right now to actually get that off, right? So. Because this Albus is just gonna cleanse the stun, and is basically CiderLad has very little options right now, very few options to react to this at all.
And Hound Harry again. Oh, miss.
Big miss, big.
But no problem. The Crusader again. Masochist that time. Oh, this is tense. It's a great change for the Wistful. It's not virtuous, the Crusader in this moment. Oh, nice! That flare!
Oh, however, I just noticed this. You have the Abomination going for the stun again. This is just going to be a stun or a push. It has to be a stun, actually. No, that's a bad idea. He should have stunned the Jester. Because right now the Jester can just go for the Derek Staff.
Slam again! And
it's resisted! Oh, what the hell!
Oh my goodness!
This is 10% movement resistance. He gets the resist. Moreover, he also, could have Derek Staff anyway. So I think he's just gonna go for the finale right now. That's literally a strange of a decision. Because he might just lose this Jester right now. I wish I've always finale this Handmaster here.
Oh, that lag! Very interesting.
It's questionable. Yeah. That's just so questionable for Halo right now. Because he might just lose to this Handmaster. So if this Jester dies right now, he doesn't get the finale off, and this HM just demolishes the composition of Halo. He should have stunned the Jester. I feel like he should have just stunned the Jester.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
And this Jester just goes right now. Finales. The Handmaster is over. This is all over. Oh, let's say pass! Oh no, this is so unfortunate.
Oh my
god.
Holy fuck. I'm sorry, guys. This is crazy.
Is Tam the Handmaster, maybe? Oh, I don't know. What is the strategy of Wistful? Play aggressive or more defensive?
Now this is gonna break multiple characters' resolve right now. This battle breaks everybody. Almost. It almost breaks. Like, if he activates almost right now, she also gets afflicted. So you have everybody afflicted right now for Halo. This is not a very good situation still for Sis, but I think this is salvageable for him nonetheless. Yes. And this Jester obviously requires healing right now to be usable. And Sis is going to stun every single turn right now. You can obviously stun the Abomination to alleviate that pressure. At this very point, I feel like this is going to be quite a troubling situation for him. Okay, this heal is very big. This heal is very big, though.
Critic and cure. Whew. Very good, that critic, ProfessorHeyLo. Okay.
So I wanted to say, like, if you were to tell me how the win rate chance right now for Sis, what win rate chance would you give to Sis right now in this state of the game?
I think Sis can win this match, of course.
I think Sis has the tides have definitely turned in his favor. However, even though they're afflicted, they can still perform their actions. Jester still has access to finisher. Bounty Hunter can still kill instantly.
Yeah, the HM is dead. The HM is just dead right now. Very unfortunate. Right now, this is. Yeah. I feel like it's like 20% win rate for Sis, considering this. Okay, this means maybe something stupid. No, he doesn't pass. Okay, this is a dead HM.
Oh, another dead blow. And critic. No corpse in the floor. Oh.
Yeah, there's still finale on the cards, guys. There's still finale available, and it's just so unfortunate. The finale is still on the cards, and this Abomination has like very little defense. Like he has low HP as well. He might just die to a single finale.
Time to move again.
He's just going against him right now. We have to, however, consider the fact we have a lot of afflicted characters for Halo, so this might be quite an illusion of an advantage right now for him. This just also lands in row number 4. This is very big.
Yeah.
So this MAA, I have actually seen men-at-arms just solo teams at way lower stress. So this is still within the realm of winnable for Sis for sure. Especially this A-bomb is still alive and very much kicking. So this might still be an opportunity for Sis to kind of maybe remain in the series, maybe remain in control. Because we see like so much stress right now. Those guys are like at 180 stress with Sager, 180 for the Jester. We have 120 and 130 respectively for the BH and the Herbalist. So it's quite a lot of stress overall on those characters. This is very big for Sis. However, obviously, those guys, they are still going to be able to deliver damage. 9, however, that's not a big hit, especially considering the fact this Abomination is stunned.
Oof. And move!
That's very fortunate.
Gosh.
That's very fortunate for Halo, actually. He really needed this, because he's set up for the finale right now. He can pivot onto the MAA even, I feel.
And restart again. It's time to below again? Maybe?
No, he's going to go for the defender. He should go for the defender here. Otherwise, the finale will be able to kill its man-at-arms if he can just clear debuff with Arbalest and get the finale and kill him.
Below! Oh, but that dodge! The Jester dodge! The Jester dodge and don't enter in heart attack! Woo! Oh my gosh! Oh, it's time to finale.
Yeah, it's going to be the finale coming down right now, I feel. You have to imagine this is it.
Yeah! Oh my god!
But we don't have like multiple afflicted characters right now. A single Acta can really ruin what Halo is going for him at the same time. So this is not over by any means. It's like kind of obviously I feel like CiderLad has very low. They would say like 15-10% chance to win, but he still does have this chance to win anyway. He played this game significantly better than the previous one as well, so I feel like he might just be able to get this.
Haha! They can heal him in this position!
You can't even damage the MAA. This is very big. Like every single move you buy for yourself is just going to be extremely important for you if you're Sis. Like this, yeah, you have 0 HP on the Sager by the way as well. He's going to probably heal the Jester. Like you have a lot of healing there.
You really should.
Yeah. Oof. Oh my gosh. Well, the Manhatans have a lot of life, not stresses, and ProfessorHeyLo have 2 heroes in the dead doors, more or less, with the hair attack, right?
Yeah.
Maybe have a little bit possibility.
Bellow drops down, and okay, that's gonna be so close. Honestly, those 2 corpses is what divides CiderLad from winning and losing. Like, if those corpses stick around for a little bit longer, you have to imagine he might just be able to pull it off. Because, like, a single affliction just not going Halo's way right now is probably going to be lethal. Because, like, a single act out on a healer, someone refusing the healing as well, is just gonna be so big. This critical healing though on the Sager is obviously quite big though, so yeah. We might see that pull right now. We might see that hook coming onto the MAA right now from this BH. Okay, that's very unfortunate. This affliction isn't really doing much for him.
Death cannot be escaped.
It's time to play the afflictions.
I would have done the stun last turn, get the damaging going, have Arbalest shoot Man-at-Arms already, because he really needs to start getting hit.
And oh, it's smooth.
Yeah. And this is now a possibility for a stun, right? For Halo. So you might just lock this MAA down for the foreseeable future. Like a single turn of lockdown is definitely an option right now. It's definitely on the cards. Yeah, I feel like CiderLad's kind of running out of ammunition right now at this point. So it's looking quite good for Halo indeed. This battle comes down, and that's triple heart attack.
2!
Probably going to be a quad once someone
3!
they stress the 4th one out.
Oh, the Arbalest can heal him. The Arbalest can heal him. So, but it's
This is so big.
Resist!
MAA right now. If he gets like a single act out, it screws up his third order. I feel like Sis just gets this. Holy shit! Like this MA may be able to clutch this. Actually, he might just be able to clutch this.
They have a little bit possibility. Ooh! Ooh! Jester out! Jester out! Jester out!
He gets it, I think. It's so close right now. A single battle and it's over. I feel like Sis gets this. Guys, this is gonna be 1-1, I think.
Of course! Oh my god!
This. Does she act out? Yes!
Oh!
And he wins this right
Oh,
now.
this is insane!
Guys, what a crazy
Zero
ending.
damage! Unresist!
Insane!
This is insane match! Insane match!
He clutches 15% win rate chance. I feel like he gets this one. He just bellows, and this is it. This is curtains for Halo. We're gonna go 1-1 in the series right now. This is so cool. You have to love BD for this.
The resistance done!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Woo!
Also,
Another spear attack!
you a show, and a show I have given you.
Incredible! Incredible, guys! 4 hair attacks! 3 deaths! Oh my gosh! That is incredible!
What a clutch, what an absolute freaking clutch for this one, guys. It's an amazing moment right now. We're just gonna go to game number 3, and let's just see how guys adjust to this, because I feel like Halo really has to rethink some things as well as Sis. So let's just kind of give those guys some time. They deserve this.
The resist of the stand make to WistfulCiderLad win the second match! Oh my gosh! Very excited, guys! Oh my gosh, this is the tire. But remember, if you wanna win, you need win 2 times more than ProfessorHeylo or WistfulCiderLad. This is very exciting, guys. Woo. Oh, I think that with that below, I'm entering her attack too. Oh, incredible that match. I'm thinking all the time, ProfessorHeylo go win this second match, but you say, this is the magic of Darkest Dungeon. If you resist one stun, you can win your match.
Yeah, like he really needed to resist that one. He got that, and that's just remarkably good. We're going into game number 3. You have to note, guys. Halo did not make any changes at all.
Let's
Halo
go
made
again.
0 changes to his composition. He just pressed play again, and I feel like this is not good for him. I feel like he has definitely like some openings to improve, and I'm very surprised he hasn't made any use of those. I feel like he could have definitely improved what he has brought to the table here. And right now we're 1-1 in the series, and I'm really not sure if Sis isn't improving from game to game. And if like this slight numerical advantage you could have otherwise had, Halo could have otherwise had, wouldn't be good. So the big part here, obviously, that the Hamas being pulled to position 1 means that this Arbalest can no longer shoot here. Like there's no way for this Arbalest to shoot. I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that Sidelight picks the Abomination first instead of picking the Crusader, because this Able will put the Crusader in position number 3, and that doesn't sound too good for Sis, honestly. He doesn't want to have the Crusader. He wants to be using the Zealous Accusation like he did in the previous fight.
And Critic too.
Yeah, it's a bit of damage actually. This might come into play later on down the line.
I think this is actually a really good position Sis put on Halo. All he has to do is focus fire on one character, and he kills them with Finale. I don't think Sis realizes what he just did there. It's a common misplay I see with a lot of Abominations. They push someone back, but then they end up pushing the Jester into Finale range, which is a huge misplay in my book.
Yeah, I feel like he's just trying to control this Jester right now. The good part about the setup of CiderLad is that he realized that the BH doesn't have the mark, he only has the hook. So right now this Houndmaster is just gonna be safe. I feel like if you lose the Able before you lose the Houndmaster, you're still kind of okay. And this is not much damage right now. This is kind of low roll for this bowler. For the sniper shots, right? So this is looking quite good. I feel for Sis still. He stuns the Jester, by the way, so this is denied. This also means, however, this Hound's Harry doesn't come through. And you have to also note, however, that this is a lot of stress that's already on the side of Sis. But Sis has delivered quite a lot of pain to HeyLo in this fight.
Holy Lancer. Oh, that
gritty! That crit comes into play so much sooner than I had anticipated. This is just so big right now. He has so much pressure, just on the Crusader even. That's just very, very big. And you know, you have a lot of control right now. Those bleeds are resisted on the Sager as well, because he has like ridiculous 70% bleed resistance on himself.
Yeah.
And he's going to take over this game, I feel like, right now, because you can just start using Desire Accusations or start stunning and controlling what HeyLo has brought to the table here. I feel like he has a plethora of options, really. He can also just transform this A-bomb back to the human, even heal him if need be, right? So he has so many options right now available to him.
Whoa! 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 Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, who? Right? Who? Apparently, Sis let the dogs out. And this is gonna be Dev's door for the Sager. This is nothing to be trifled with. This is Dev's door for the Crusader. You have to really heal this very soon, or you just risk losing this character at this point.
And if you see, the team of the ProfessorHeyLo, we start to make a lot of, or take a lot of stress.
Yeah, this is way more stress than Sis had previously inflicted in the previous game. We've already like a bunch of stress coming mostly through the crits that were delivered to HeyLo's team, I think. So those crits are just gonna be very, very big right now coming into, you know, the... Okay, that's very surprising, actually.
That was a big misplay.
I feel like, I mean, he has 1 HP, so he's okay. He doesn't have to use the Absolution yet. I feel like he just realizes that he's just going to lose this A-bomb sooner or later. And, you know, instead of using the Absolution, he just tries to squeeze out as much healing as possible. If he's actually able to keep this A-bomb alive for a single turn longer, by the way, guys, this means that he gets to transform. And that's just very, very big as well. By the way, this is a healing on the... This is what CiderLad has forced here. He forced the heal on the Crusader. You know, otherwise this would have been a very, very big risk for HeyLo. Losing this Crusader, you really don't want to have that happen to you if you're playing this sort of a control damage composition. So I feel like Sis actually made a very good play. He's a single-digit HP on this Abomination, but you don't need much more in here. Like, you just need to stun the Jester right now, as Sis, and you're probably golden coming into the next turn as well.
Wow. Okay, time to Crusader and the stunning blow. Dodge it!
Oh.
Wow! This Jester looks like a fucking ninja! Like a ninja!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh no! I mean, you have to admit, like, there is a second opportunity for Sis right now to restun this Jester. Okay, there isn't anymore. So this A-bomb, you know, you have to use your own Crusader right now to just save this Abomination from dying. And this is like, I wonder if this is worth it for Sis at this point. Whether it's still just better to risk losing the A-bomb, I mean, maybe just lose it 100%, because there's like 0 ways of preventing this killing blow, I feel, for him right now. I think he's just going to deliver whatever he can. There is like 0 ways of preventing this, because he just 0-stab and kill this. He can obviously guard the A-bomb. This is just about like 40% chance to, or 35% chance to resist the death blow from the Jester who has the finisher, right? So until its A-bomb is just done, and Sis just has to make the most out of the situation. Obviously, like, we have a lot more stress in play right now. Okay, Sis goes to the risky play here. I feel like he just kind of rolls the dice on this one. And this is about, like, as I said, like 30% chance that this Abomination lives right now. And you just have to be praying right now.
Resist!
Insanely good. Now I feel like Sis is gonna get this game. Like, he needs that. Like, he has such a big advantage, such a big tempo advantage, and this Abomination is going to survive this turn this way. There's nothing that can finish this right now. The BH is in the first position, he cannot use Caltrops. The Crusader cannot pierce the guard as well as the Arbalest. Right? This is such a big turn for CiderLad right here. So we have the dodge on the Jester, which is followed up by this Abomination actually not taking the critical killing blow. And this is so important. This is just, you cannot understate like how big this is. We have multiple afflictions coming through right now. We have 2 characters afflicted, many more on the way, I feel. And this is just so remarkably huge for CiderLad. He's gonna stun this Jester, I feel, right now. He's just, he might even lose the A, but he's gonna be okay anyway. Look at those health bars. Like, this is turn 3, and HeyLo hasn't killed a single character. He basically just took down the A-bomb to low HP, but this is just not enough anyway. He wasn't able to capitalize on anything. He's just smashing with the barrel debuff on himself. This Jester is going to be permanently stunned right now. This Hamas is going to deliver a shitload of stress as well. We have 2 not broken characters as it's still on the way. I feel like this is a commanding lead in this game.
Wow, and critic.
And this is going to be, there's going to be multiple stuns as well coming through, I feel. This might be like double stun right now even, just to prevent those turns from being taken by Halo. So what he's doing right now, he's just switching position, so that probably the facilitates the Caltrops next turn. But this might be just very, very late, right? It's definitely too little too late on it, because this A-bomb, I feel like if I was at this point, I would just transform with this A-bomb. I would just go for the transformation, just deliver additional stress, deliver the Hara, and just, kill up on this character. You might lose him, that's okay. I feel like this is just still fine for you. Because that's just what it is. You just can sacrifice this aim, but you can also just use the absolution right now with the abomination first of all, and the next turn you can just go for a push, right? Although this Jester might just get the finale off, so that's kind of the trouble here, part of the trouble. So let's see what CiderLad does here. Like, he can also actually use the abomination to stun the Jester, so this basically keeps all those characters in place still for him. But this still means that the DBH is going to capitalize with the Caltrops. So I think he does the right thing. He just gives up the abomination. He tries to just deliver the stress. He pushes the Jester out. He denies the finale once again. This is massive. The crit is going to stack some more stress. With the clasp as well on this A-bombs, this means like he does additional damage with every single hit. So this is so much stress. This is way more stress than we saw before. Like turn 5, nobody was afflicted last fight. Right now, 3 characters afflicted, 1 almost there. And this just probably gets
at the end, enter the killing blow. At the end, oh my gosh. Oh, but
this is game to lose right now.
Yes, this is a bad situation for ProfessorHeyLo, I think.
It's awful for Halo. This is just, I feel like this is just curtains for it. Like, this is just gonna be a kill right now. There's a kill comes through on the Crusader. It's just going to demoralize. It's just gonna demoralize the troops of Halo, and I feel like this is just Halo has to just be looking forward to game number 4 right now, because this one is just all done and dusted for him. This Jester, by the way, is just going to drop dead very, very soon. The single bellow is what divides the Jester from the death. So obviously the heal comes through, so this might be alleviated for a while, but still this is just gonna be too much. I think this is just gonna be too much. A single bellow will probably just end an activation on the Jester. Is just gonna be enough to just activate the heart attack and just get him back to 0 HP.
Wow. Holy Lancer, 27.
That's it, that's it.
Wow! And here attack! Incredible match, guys. Incredible match. And maybe, it's very probably this match go to the Wistful and dodge it of the dog. Oh my god.
You also have to mention, by the way, the previous game was sort of decided by those act-outs. This game, however, we have not seen a single act-out by Halo's characters. Nothing serious, like no passes, no painful missed positions as well. So it's kind of going kind of okay for Halo. He was just unable to execute his strategy. I think we have to blame the itemization he chose, like at least partially. Like this Arbalest is just not being optimized here. Like you have 0 reasons to be running this stuff right now. 0 reasons, like no reasons whatsoever to be using this stuff here. I have no clue why he's doing this. Like he has adjusted. Like he should have definitely made this kind of adjustment. Like he should have made this adaptation in the previous phase between the games. So he probably should be doing this right now. He should be just kind of making those changes there. Because this is over. I feel like this is just as over as it gets.
Yes. Yes, a lot of stress, and in dead doors, and they have horror. Oof. Very, very bad for ProfessorHeyLo. Well, it's time to the dog.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Hans Harry and then that BH and I feel hard attack on the Arbalest when she activates. So that's just it. That's just it. Like there's nothing she can do. Like a single Arbalest just doesn't do anything against what CiderLad has here, especially when she's at 0 HP, right? So.
And time to below. Surrender is normal. Very normal.
lads. Only the 5 denied or rambled there.
Yeah, let's take a break then, sure. We can take a 5-minute break, I guess. We all could use that. I mean, I guess we can stick around and just kind of talk about the game a little bit more. If you guys want to take a break, however, I'm perfectly fine with this.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Mizukin, so
Yeah.
how do you feel about the tournament right now? Who do you think is going to take the series? Is it going to be Sis? Is it going to be Halo?
I don't know. I can say that. I don't know that. The two players have a very good configuration and very good abilities from win this final. So for the moment, WistfulCiderLad is have more points to win that, right?
Yeah, Wistful is like a single. We are at match point right now. He takes a single victory right now. He wins the tournament, and you know you have to. You need to kind of sweep 2 games in a row if you're Halo. So he probably needs to make some adjustments. He needs to really rethink his strategy here. And if he doesn't do this, I feel like he's just gonna be done here. Although this is very exciting of a match, because this is exciting because we have the. I'm sorry, guys. I need to focus for a while. So this is quite good because those compositions are very evenly matched. I feel like they're just going blow for blow, and nobody holds this kind of decisive advantage. It's just about like how you play, what sort of chances you take, what sort of decisions you make, what sort of game plan you have, what sort of items you're using, and so on and so forth. So you have to admit like the fact that this game is just as even as it gets. I think this is a very good final, just because you didn't get this 3-0, we get like 2-1 right now. It's just looking very, very even. So I'm very excited to see the game number 3. I'm very excited to see game number 4 and potentially game number 5 here.
Yeah.
Because I feel it might just boil down to game number 5 in this series.
I think the in the previous match, I think it's a bad idea use the hook in the dog and put in the first line. So maybe ProfessorHeyLo lost this match for that. Yeah,
I feel like he made a couple of big mistakes in terms of like the composition he's using, and I'm just kind of very much surprised he decided not to adjust this, because he could have just definitely made some very, very big changes there, like as far as skills go, as far as the items go as well, and it's just kind of baffling that he hasn't done any of that.
Just for a second, while we're in game, fucking tell Halo to mute Desmond.
Yeah.
Surely it's unfair if he's fucking listening to everything.
Yeah, Halo, you have to mute yourself indeed. You have to you have to mute the stream, you have to mute us like as well, so that you don't hear what we're saying, right? Because we're probably we're going to be divulging the plans for you as well. Obviously, we're at the final stage of the tournament, so you probably guys are both fully capable of thinking for yourselves. But it's only fair if you both mute us as well. That's very important indeed.
Okay. Yes, guys.
I'm back.
I'm here, I've always been here, and I'll always be here, guys.
Yeah, I think it's a very good idea too.
Flow in the arena again.
So, if you are ready, guys, we can start again.
Indeed. So, Sis, I think like Halo, are you here?
Hello?
Halo.
I'm back. I'm here.
Okay, cool. So you have to mute us right now. We can go back into game number 4.
Give me 1 second, so I'm not quite ready yet.
I'm just gonna go check whether my window is open. God, it's so hot right now. It's 2 a.m. in Poland. It's so ridiculously hot anyway. It's just so difficult for me to just sit down here. It's outrageous. Guys, it's just gonna be such a cool game number 4. I just feel this in my bones. This might be it for the tournament, by the way. This might be over, and yeah, we'll just see.
All right, I got him muted.
All right.
Not sure if I'm talking over.
Okay.
I had the volume turned very, very low anyways. I didn't want anybody to think that I was trying to pick up anyone's game.
That's fine, man.
No worries.
Competitive integrity, right?
Yeah. So, when you are ready, sis, we can see the next match. Waiting for the opponent. So, and what do you think? I got to make the same question, Michael. What do you think about that final?
I think I've already said this. Like those two guys are like extremely evenly matched right now. So it is anybody's series to take. And I feel like this basically depends on two factors. First of all, like the number of mistakes those guys are making. And we have seen quite a few of those mistakes. Like we were asking ourselves questions like whether this was the right move or whether this was the correct strategy to take. And I feel like those mistakes may pay dividends for the opponents and the people who are making them, right? So it's first of all the RNG, obviously, but the second part is obviously the mistakes, which are very numerous and which can definitely be kind of cleaned up. So whoever makes fewer of them will probably take the series.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I got to speak. Tell us.
I was going to say, Halo hasn't really responded to his changes here, and inevitably that's going to be his downfall. I agree with Mike in where he should have replaced Snuff, especially since Sis doesn't have anyone to pull Marvelous into stunning position.
Alright, so let's go again, guys.
Okay, this is game number 4, game which might as well be the final game of the tournament, the game that might decide the winner or might just give us game number 5, which is even more exciting. I'm really hoping that we do indeed get game number 5 here.
Yes.
By the way, Halo starts this one, so he goes forward, he pulls the act. Okay, that's surprising. He goes to the pull again on the MAA here, which I suppose kind of puts the Abomination slightly out of position. So, yeah. What do you make of this? Like consistently pulling the MAA here?
It's a good strategy if you can actually get the finisher off on Man-at-Arms. Crippling his comp by killing Man-at-Arms is hard to do in the beginning, but it's a really big pillar to take down. So if it works, it's just that much more of a reward for Halo. Let's see if he can actually go through with it, though. It looks like it's a little harder to do now that Houndmaster is guarding him.
Alright.
The thing you also have to consider, I think, is the fact that this Houndmaster, if he were to, I feel like this is all boiling down to Halo just not making any changes to his trinkets and skill. I have no idea why he's not doing this. Like, he could have easily taken Mark on this BH. He doesn't need the knockback on here. Like, he just could have taken the marked anybody he wanted. He could have marked the Abomination, he could have marked the Houndmaster from row 4, row 3. Like, he would have been not bound by those rules at all. And now he's just been a lot of trouble. This is 11 damage, just doesn't do anything. This is pathetic damage. Seriously, like, he should have just made so many adjustments here. I'm so surprised, like, you're playing for $100 and you're just not making those changes. Why, God, why would you not make those alterations?
Transfer.
Honestly, I would have pushed Abomination with Bounty Hunter. He had a really good opportunity in the past 3 games to just send Abomination right to position 4, keep him in that useless spot, and then just force whoever he advances, force Houndmaster to be pulled up to the front consistently, keeping his Abomination out of the fight. This would have been a very easy match for Halo to counter against, but he's making a lot of misplays here.
Yeah, I feel like Sis just has his number here, and Sis just knows how to play this comp way better than Halo knows how to play his. Over, considering that tournament setting anyway, the fact that he can make those changes and that he's not making those changes, it's just so puzzling, honestly. So if this game goes the way of the previous 2, by the way, it's just gonna be so bad for Halo. You have to note though, however, like in the previous fight, we saw about 30 stress across the board in 10 number 1. Right now it's just the battle coming through. This is basically nothing. 10 stress doesn't kind of matter too much. And this Houndmaster is actually threatened right now. He takes a lot of damage. He is at 9 HP. Single shot will probably take him to 0. And then this might be a kill at least a kill opportunity for Halo. And I don't think the Jester might have enough. He would need to crit this to actually get the kill. I feel like he's like at 8 to. I feel like using the Jester right now would be risky anyway. Also, I feel like CiderLad can easily just push this Jester back to 4th right now, which he's probably gonna do with this A-bomb. Let's just watch it. Let's just watch how it goes. Okay, so the Jester flies, and Jester is back in 4th right now.
Yeah,
that's very big.
Well, Halo can just shoot Arbalest. Actually, no, he wouldn't even be able to get the finisher off because he's in position 4. Yeah, it's a really bad spot for him now.
Wow.
It is. And, this Houndmaster can just heal right now. This is just very much okay. I'd actually, if I were CiderLad, I wonder if I wouldn't just be using the regular healing on the Houndmaster and just dropping the Hound carries, because they just do so much stress. Although you have to consider the fact that there is very little that can access this HM in row number 4, so he's probably safe right now. And this seems like you'd have to pull him forward again. I feel like this what's going to happen as well. This VH is just going to pull the HM to row number 2 if he gets it all, because he doesn't have the gauntlet right now. So the mids are not on this VH, and Houndmaster has some decent move resistance. So this is still a coin toss, even if you're trying to target this HM down. Or almost a coin toss anyway. So what is the game plan for HeyLo right now?
Honestly, I think he's just reaching around trying to see what he can do here. He's just trying to get some damage in, but all in all, it's not working out too well. He really needs to make an opening and make an opening fast. Otherwise, Sis is just going to keep performing on his usual tactics.
And now the true test.
Yeah, the HM, actually HeyLo utilizes the guard to his advantage right now. This might be a dead... Yeah, because HeyLo starts next turn, so he can just couch up this I feel like this is potentially a dead Houndmaster in fact. You have to guard right now. You have to use guard just to get the bonus protection on the HM. He has to see this. If he doesn't see this, he loses the Houndmaster most likely. He just has to see that he can guard this. He has a lot of battle stacks already on HeyLo's team, so if he just guards this Houndmaster, those counters will do 0 damage. He does see this, and this means indeed that he will stay alive.
Change the defender, and lost the mark in the mana turn. Yes, very interesting.
Yeah.
Alright.
I agree with using Gesture here first, but it is HeyLo's comp, and again, he's denied his kill on the Houndmaster. Things are not looking really good for him. HeyLo's got to do something big, and he needs to do it now. Things are really whittling down. Lead is getting bigger and bigger with each passing move.
Yeah, the worst part is that the stress comp of Sis has done more damage in this game than the damage comp, like the straight up burst comp of HeyLo. And that's kind of the risk of running those markers. If you do not deliver very early on, you're very likely to just lose the game because of that. And I feel like HeyLo just hasn't delivered here. Like, he just underestimated his opponent. Okay, let's just stop criticizing the poor guy. He's a family after all, but I feel like he just kind of threw this game. This could have easily been his game to take here.
Wow. Okay, guys, I need to go to the toilet 1 second, right? I'm back soon.
Okay.
Okay, so by the way, he's just taking his time. I feel like this is fair. I think this is very important as well. Like, this is something that Sis has been mentioning to me a lot. Like, where I was just kind of taking my turns instantaneously without thinking. You really, especially in a tournament setting where you really need to think about your turns. So he actually is taking his own advice right now. He didn't take it yesterday, but right now he's actually taking his own advice. He's just taking his time. He's thinking about every single move, just paying dividends. Right? Well, when you look at HeyLo, he's just kind of instantaneously using the skills. Which in this particular case actually gives him slight advantage here, but overall I feel like this might be just something that's costs him the game really. Though this 0 HP Crusader, how do you dig yourself out of this? You have to maybe transform the A-bomb? I guess you have to just transform the A-bomb, or you can just re-guard with the MAA. You can also use the MAA to re-guard.
I would say guard, yeah, either guard or stun one of the finishers, but he has 2 here, so if he stuns one, he can just move the other one first. All in all, like I said, yeah, just guarding is your best bet. But honestly, even with Crusader dying, things are not looking very good at all for HeyLo.
No, they aren't. Although the stress is quite low compared to the previous game, mostly because of this crystal happening and this Houndmaster being forced to play defensively. So it's a very different game from the previous one, but it can't help the feeling that, HeyLo just dropped the ball on this one. He just dropped the ball and it's just not looking too good.
It happens. It's the finale. It's the grand finale of the tournament. I'm sure there's a lot of stress riding on both of their shoulders.
Indeed, yeah, I cannot disagree with this. So this red, I think this MA still has the red hook, doesn't he? There's quite a lot of stress actually coming through. Oh, there's a kill. Yeah, I think this was just gonna happen though. There's like no way to avoid this.
Crusader out! Oh my gosh. Okay guys, sorry, I go to speak a little bit time in Spanish, right?
Sure,
So,
go ahead.
Chicos, esto es increíble. O sea, está súper interesante la partida. Vamos ya. Van 1-2 para WistfulCiderLad. Pero parece ser que en esta partida se le está dando muy bien al ProfessorHeylo. Así que vamos a ver. Sin embargo, vamos... ¡Oh! Vamos a ver ese... Below ha sido muy duro y paranoico se pone. Ok, guys. That paranoid, that affliction is very bad.
Yeah, it is. Even though assist is down a hero, people are already starting to become afflicted. We've already got, what, 2 people on the board afflicted now?
Yes.
Both with pretty bad ones, too. Paranoid, just the ability to pass alone. Scary enough. Imagine having reduced resistances as well. Look at that. 5% chance to resist stun. Like, it doesn't matter what you're going to do with Crusader. Abomination, and once he gets that move, he can just change stun Crusader into Oblivion. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like, however, the skill of the Crusader is very big, because this means there's like way less control for Sis available. Like he cannot control this Jester anymore right now, and this Abel might just end up, being chain stunned into eternity really right now. So I think like Sis really needs to get this second transformation off as soon as possible before this Abel is dead. But I feel like honestly, Halo has to start healing as well, so it's not that good of a situation for him either. You just have to, like, the longer this game goes, I feel like this is playing into hands of CiderLad right now. So Sis is most likely to just get this win, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone saved the Arbalist being afflicted. Those afflictions, it's not like you're running abusive or something where you don't have to worry about a turn pass, but it's still looking very bad here.
More horror.
Yeah, all that extra horror, the bane of my existence, horror.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
128, guys, 128 just by transforming. This is sick. Also, a rage comes through, and this means this Jester is still under siege. Like, every single time this Jester drops to 0, Halo has to heal this, because otherwise his win rate chance just plummets momentarily. So this heal is just probably gonna come through, and this means again that this is a turn.
The healing!
Heal's been denied. Oh
yeah.
My god. He has to go on the offensive now.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I could see Houndmaster being killed on this turn if Halo plays it right. However, we have to see how Sis is gonna play this turn out. If he moves Man-at-Arms first, alright, so he's gonna keep applying pressure.
Resist these dead doors!
Yeah.
Not dead yet. This is good, he's still in it.
Being so close. Like, he also, because he was forced to heal with his Arbalest, he has not been able to actually do any debuff removal, so this actually means that this Jester is, like, I feel like now is 40-60% damage right now, and this applies to the Crusader and to the BH as well. This is a crit for 7 damage. He just has to feel sad about this.
Oof, very interesting, that match.
It's so cool, but yeah, I feel like Sis is just gonna get this one. He's just gonna drive this home seriously.
Especially because he's at 0% health. Yeah, Jester's dead. Crusader has a good chance of being next.
Ooh, that horror!
Almost.
Unabusive! Ooh, maybe insult the party? No! Wow!
Saves the Jester. Saves the Jester to be alive for next round if he doesn't get focused, which, let's be honest, might be the case.
The Crusader!
No, that damage reduction is too high for that.
Oh my god, yeah, it's just, he let this game go for too long. I feel like Halo just didn't capitalize on anything here. Like, Cider played this airtight this time around. Like, he just managed to basically block anything, like any attack that Halo came for against him, right? So he anticipated everything and he's going to get this one. He's just gonna get the W, and we'll see how humble a winner Sis is, right? Which I anticipate he isn't, honestly.
Another here attack, and Crusaders go out! Woo!
Let's see if Sis is gonna be a humble winner or not, guys, because I feel like he's gonna be the winner nonetheless. Because I'm personally not a humble winner myself. When I win, I'm just gonna gloat for ages about that. So I feel like we're just gonna get this now on my streams as well. the grunt champion. Let's see this. I'm very curious about Sid just reacting to winning the series.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty certain, like, he definitely deserves the win. By the way, he just got this. Like, this series just shows that he's just like definitely one of the best players in the tournament. He's the best player in the tournament, I feel, right now, because he was just able to take down Mangle. He was able to, you know, go head to head against Halo as well. He defeats Halo probably, and it just shows us, like, you know, the caliber of the player we have here. So I'm just very curious as to how this kind of goes from here, really. So. It's just, I feel like this is gonna be quite a short fight from this position right now, because this just looks like there's nothing to heal even for Halo. He's just gonna kind of go down the drain from here.
Wow. And the decision is... Come here. No! No!
Yeah, it's too little too late. It just doesn't accomplish anything. Holy shit. It's like losing to stress, and you lose to stress, it just feels so freaky hopeless. This get killed, by the way. This is gonna be a
wow! Intro! Wow!
Yeah.
This was a big kill. Down, it's enough. Abomination and Man at Arms, two very big characters still left on the field. It's starting to look really bad for Halo.
No, that time of the pillow. And... yeah, it's enough for 2 kills more! And another heart attack! Ooh.
Guess who just won the first ever $150 cash prize Misukun Darkest Dungeon tournament?
Yeah, you have a lot of possibilities to win that!
No, I've won it, it's open it.
Transform again! And manacles!
These guys seems a bit fucking dead. Mike, Goliath, you both asleep?
No. We've been talking about, you know, you kind of came in, so we just let you talk.
I just wanted to say that. I wanted to hear you guys.
What?
Oh, come on.
Okay, and the heart attack!
Congratulations.
And the winner is Wistful! Oh my gosh! Congratulations, Wistful! You're the winner of that tournament! And very good played, ProfessorHeyLo! Oh my gosh, this is incredible, guys!
Well done to both contestants. Good job. Good job, Halo. You put up a great fight. Congratulations on making it so far. Sis, amazing plays. You know, congratulations, dude. You took the crown. You're number one, brother.
Especially
crown. This is not my crown. This is the crown of every single participant and host of this tournament. This crown goes to Misukun, to Whitefield, to Halo, to Corsair, to Silentia, to everyone who casted, to everyone who participated.
Yes.
Just because I won doesn't mean I've got a fucking crown on my head. It just
you
means
kind of
I'm
do,
lucky. Whitefield, shut the fuck up for a second. I'm trying to be nice to everyone who lost, because obviously you were fucking salty, Martin, right? But I'm sure Goliath is a little salty, but he's always positive. So, like, boys and girls in the audience, we've got more tournaments coming up. Queue up. You're gonna beat me. You know what I mean? I'm surprised I got through the first round, okay? This is anyone's tournament. I just happened to win it. Everyone who's watching, everyone who participated, you're the real fucking kings. I'm walking away here with $100 Amazon gift cards, but I don't need a crown. You guys are the ones with fucking crowns.
Well said, sis. Thank you for those words.
Congratulations, right? So, guys, we can go all in this side to the tournament transmissions, please, and speak here in this side.
Sure.
Okay, let's go to the transmission, the tournament transmission channel, and I go change a new view. Hello. What happened, guys? All right. So I go move to Sis and ProfessorHeyLo. Hello, Sis.
Hello, I was literally in a conversation with Halo. Hello, Halo.
Hello, ProfessorHeyLo.
Hey.
So, okay, guys. this is the end of the tournament, but let's go to see what is the winner of this tournament, right? The first of all, the third and fourth qualified is Entirelidoom and Solentia. Congratulations, Entirelidoom and Solentia, right? You win a subscribe to Tier 2 to the channel of the MySukuns for see my streamings as you want, guys. Well, congratulations.
About these guys for a little bit, because everyone in these games was so great. Like that reward, especially getting to the quarterfinals. Silentia, ridiculously great play. Mangled, ridiculously great play. It's kind of RNG that took both of them out, I feel. So really fucking kudos to both of you.
Yeah. That sub-champion, the second qualified, is ProfessorHeyLo. Congratulations, ProfessorHeyLo. You win a gift card of Amazon of $15. Not bad, right?
Pretty good. Well done.
Nice. And for all guys, the winner of the first tournament of Darkest Dungeon by Misukundiri and the help of Clacket Goliath, Mike Phil, and all the ball is WistfulCiderLad. Congratulations, buddy!
Nice.
Dude, thank
Yeah.
Well done, Bobo. Well done.
It has been such a pleasure both to play in this tournament and to cast this tournament alongside you, Niskin. I mean, I'm going to hold my push to talk down right now and try and clap you. And Mike Field, Goliath, Halo, everyone listening to the fucking same. This has been a ridiculously fantastic tournament. Fucking giant claps for
Well
Niskin.
done. Well done.
He's the real fucking winner of this tournament, yeah. This fucking guy, no one else is going to do it. This incredible fucking website he put up. Seriously, this man fucking deserves all of your follow. Subscribe to him on Twitch. Throw him your fucking Twitch money. Unreal.
Thanks for all, guys. Thanks for all. And thanks for coming, Clacket Goliath, today, and your participation in this tournament too. And your participation has very interesting too, right?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for inviting me. It was an honor to be a part of the first tournament. It was great to see the matches, to see such high level play from so many different people. You know, it was an honor. Thank you.
And Mike Field too participate. And very good match too, right?
Indeed, I love those games. Like, I felt like especially game number 2 was just on knife's edge, like because you see on the razor's edge, right, in English. But it's just such a close one. And yeah, it was just I felt like this was looking super grim for Sis in game number 2. He somehow managed to just barely by the skin on his teeth, he managed to turn this around, and I just loved every single minute of this.
Could I have a quiet about 30 seconds to discuss that? If we're talking about the so when it was 4 versus 1 with the Man at Arms and I resisted that stun,
yes,
I think we need to put that in terms of all of the stuns going throughout the entire game. It had 70% stun resist. It was a coin flip, even with double trinkets. Him to get that and every other stun he's hit that game would have been really unlucky. That was a pivotal moment of luck. That moment of luck did let me bellow one more time, and then the interactions with the afflictions took each other down. But apart from that one important kind of pass from the Jester, that pass from the Jester was right after my 90% move hit was resisted. So, you know what I mean? That kind of RNG evened itself out there in that turn, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Very good match. Very interesting. Your abilities make you win the matches, and I think is a very interesting match, very beautiful, and I wanna see more. Another day, I wanna see more matches like this.
Yeah, we're actually already thinking with like the guys on my Discord as far as organizing the following tournament goes, and I'd actually love to do a tournament like with a very different format though. So we're thinking of introducing the Hearthstone format where you just have like a couple of compositions you propose. You get to ban compositions like of your opponents as well. So you kind of there's a bit more of a strategic planning game then. I feel like this is kind of more predictable for you as well. You can just kind of adjust to what's happening, and this should provide maybe a more leveled feeling of playing field for the players.
Goliath, are you here, Goliath?
Yep, I'm here listening.
So Goliath, do you remember we had a little chat about the Mikefield versus Goliath kind of mega tournament, right?
Right.
Do you guys think that would be an appropriate thing to set up after this, perhaps a small thing? Because I think with both of your viewerships, it could, you know what I mean? We could have like fucking 100 viewers near enough in some of the games, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested in it. Why not?
Yes, guys.
It sounds like a good idea to me.
So really, guys, really, thanks for coming to all the people to see that tournament. Congratulations again, sis, and congratulations, ProfessorHeyLo. You have the second position, and you play very good your match, right? So I think this is all for today, and this is the tournament of Maisukun. Thanks for coming for all, and I think it's time to say goodbye.
Cherry,
for the
this
next
trophy
year.
goes out to you, Cherry. This big $100 Amazon gift card right to you, Cherry. Thank you.
Of course. More later, I go to. I need you give me your email and ProfessorHeyLo too to give your prize. Of course. All right.
All right, sounds good.
Halo, again, my brother.
That was very well
This
played.
games were,
Start to finish, man. Really well played.
you know, honestly, I didn't have much luck in the previous matches of the tournament, but I think in these games I had some. Twice in a row, I resisted the first death's blow with a Dirk Stab Jester, and there was a play that was in my favor RNG wise, but like, actually, you know what I mean? Getting two on different games kind of really turned it around for you. So I think, I think, you know, this was. Skill didn't really matter in this one. I think I took a little advantage there with the RNG, and I think that really kind of let me pivot through, brother. So, like, you know what I mean? I think everything's good.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, it was really well done, sis. You definitely earned it. So don't put yourself down. Don't say it was RNG. You earned it. You earned it.
All right, guys. So
You dropped your fucking crown, Halo. You dropped your crown. I'm sorry, brother. I just see that shining thing down beneath you.
Okay, so this is all. Okay, guys. Thanks another time for coming and for see that awesome tournament. And maybe the next year we make another tournament and with a better prize and more participants. And I don't know. Maybe it's the Darkest Dungeon 2. You know?
Everybody, again, everyone subscribe to Misukun, subscribe to ProfessorHeyLo, to Mikefield,
Yes.
to Cloak Goliath. Look back at every single streamer in this tournament. Look at them on Twitch, on YouTube, whatever you want to do, and follow them. They're all incredibly great content producers. Misukun especially for hosting this fucking Goliath of a tournament. $150 with his own money down here. This guy needs a fucking hug.
Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you enjoy for this tournament for all. I make that tournament just for that, for enjoy all the people in that community of Twitch, right?
Yeah, thank you so much, man. This was such a pleasure to cast with you, and I just enjoyed myself immensely. So thank you guys for participating. Thank you to the viewers as well for being there for us, because this is basically what makes this whole thing, you know, this whole endeavor worth it. Really, just having people who listen, who talk, who comment, and who give us some feedback. So it's just very important overall as well. So thank you so much, people. It was a big pleasure, guys.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Sis, congratulations to Halo as well. You know, you both guys just made it to the very top, so you definitely deserve those.
Big it up to Mikefield, big it up to Goliath, big it up to Misukun, big it up to Halo, big it up to Cherry, big it up to the Lord above.
Yes.
Amen.
Okay, guys, that is all. So just only maybe we can make a one ride or something. For example, I don't know. Mike Field, you go to. Do you wanna go to a ride for you?
I'm gonna go to sleep, man. It's 3 a.m. in Poland almost.
Oh yeah, dude, head to bed, dude. The sun's gonna be up soon, Mike. You gotta.
Yeah.
Mike, oh, can I? Mike.
Yeah, sure.
Guess who fucking won it? Guess who fucking won it for you, Mike?
Ha.
Or
What do you mean, ha? Ha. What does that mean?
I said
Basically, thank you for hosting the tournament, though. The
Yeah.
production value was out of this world.
Yeah,
Like,
the
Storm
production
was
was-
Doc himself.
Indeed, it was insanely
Doing
good.
this tournament.
thanks for you
The
guys. Thanks for
website.
you.
Look at the website.
You helped me a
Yeah,
lot.
that website blew me away. I was like, what the heck?
You helped me a lot, Clocked Goliath, and Mike Field too, and the Sis too. And ProfessorHeyLo, come to the first day to the guests, right? Thanks
Don't
a
be
lot.
humble, Misakun. You carried the tournament on your back, brother. You did an amazing job. This was the Misakun show, okay? We're all just participants.
Bada-boonch.
The darkest Misukun.
All right. Okay. No, I don't go. I don't go to make a to make a ride because no people connected in this moment. So I think that's enough. So I'm only can say goodbye. Thanks for coming, and I hope you're enjoy for that tournament. And see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.
Love you, Cherry.
Bye.
Thank you, Misukun. Thank you, Michael.
Bye.
Thank you, Goliath. Thank you, Halo. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks
you.
for
And GG's to everybody, guys. And GG's to everybody. Well done.
So I fucking won. Let me gloat for a second. I fucking won.
Oh, I knew this was gonna happen.
I fucking won. I've been nice the entire time, but I fucking won. Come on.
I know, congrats, man. You deserve that. You deserve the moment of glory.
Love it. Peace out, guys.
Bye bye.
See you, people.
Ciao.